This is a story of Samson and Delilah, Old Testament story in which we are told how the Philistines want to bring down the power of the Israelites, and in particular to break Samson. So they're going to advance their secret weapon, Delilah, and have her seduce Samson so that they can destroy the Israelites. So in a sense, you've got a spy story. You've got the beautiful spy going off to sleep with the enemy. And in the biblical account, we're told how time after time she goes to his campaign tent all decked up and looking gorgeous, trying to find out where his strength lies. Time after time after time, he lies, but his desire for her becomes so great that bit by bit, visit after visit, he finally tells her. I want all of you to imagine that you are a spy and that you have been sent by your people, your tribe, your nation, to be very nice and get secrets out of the enemy. So first of all, the enemy is the enemy. But after you've had a drink or two, a meal, chat with the enemy, and pretended to love the enemy, you are beginning to feel differently towards the enemy. And what has been pretended might become real. It messes with your mind. And I think Rubens, who's this painter of great psychological import, has realized what's going on in the mind of Delilah. She has pretended to, and perhaps eventually come to feel, love. And she has finally slept with Samson. He has fallen asleep. This can happen. And she knows that this consummation of his desire is going to lead directly to his death. The Philistines are emerging through the open door there, flames shining, reflecting on their armor. We've got this kind of hermetic sealant of curtain, purple, rich purple curtain hanging, the rich scarlet of her dress, the gold of her cloak, making this hot and rich. Various light sources are adding to this, plus the covert haircut. The candle is being held by this old woman, and very carefully the barber is making his first incision. We're not looking at a Delilah triumphant. She's not going, yes, gotcha, is she? She's looking ambiguous. She is bending tenderly over him with perhaps a look of dismay. I'm not going to tell you what you think she's feeling. We'll all read it differently. But her body is leaning away. On the one hand, literally on the left hand, there's a tender gesture of hand on back, but the other hand is away from him. It really is on the one hand and on the other. She has, over the time that she has been trying to seduce Samson, as any human being would, gone through a series of mental transformations. It must be very distressing now to realize that the man that she has just had these relations with is now going to die directly as a consequence of her actions. She has, and I'm hesitating to use this word, she has betrayed him. But then she must think to herself, but no, I was working for my country. To have done otherwise would have been to betray my country. It's about betrayal, it's about notions of one's tribe or people, and about what perhaps might be happening in the mind of anyone put into this kind of position. But imagine, if you will, now going into the house of the Burgermeister and seeing this above his fireplace. And there you would be with the Burgermeister with a rather large painting behind you of Delilah with her breasts uncovered. What would you say?